SoFi Stadium just south of downtown Los Angeles.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Chargers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Cannon Balaj. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, this defense for the Chargers, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray finds his running back, James Conner. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
They run it with Balaj. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. First carry for James Conner, running right through him. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Now Murray, he bootlegs it. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Balaj. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Murray flips this forward on a jet sweep. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now Murray. Flush to his right. toward the pylon, caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field. All right, this is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you might want to think about a pass play in this situation.
Interesting. Time to find out. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They'll try again.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available.
And this time he is in.
Yes.
Kalen Ballage, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point good by Prater. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect. I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
3 yards remain for 2nd down.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day on this. It's going to be a long day. 60 Eagles.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
First quarter with the score Cardinals 7, Chargers 0.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Herbert. Wide open. It's Allen, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Herbert operating from the red zone. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Marcus Golden able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Cardinals will take over here just shy of the 30. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Murray.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, and he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football. And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On 1st and 10 is counter. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Murray. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Eluding the pressure right. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Balaj. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Now Balaj trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. And when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games, and I know those are going to be difficult. But this is a good team, so I'm going to go with 11-5. That seems about right, and I think that'd be a nice accomplishment, too.
A big play there on the catch and run. And, Charles, when you talk about Keenan Allen, you're not necessarily usually talking about that crazy top-end speed, but he does a great job there with the ball in his hands.
Yeah, and this is what we mean when we talk about flipping the field, having your offense look at going a long way to a short way after he makes a play. His ability to do that, evident. Able to make the catch there, keep his momentum going, and just continue downfield.
Running on first down, Eckler. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. But 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Herbert going to keep it on his sneak.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Chargers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead is down to a field goal. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
A running play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Flushed out right. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off. But he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play. Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Throwing on first down is Murray. He finds his man, complete. It's McBride. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
To throw again on second down. Murray dancing to his left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Cardinals will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Prater for the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Chargers going to get the football first here in the second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Charger drive about to get going. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
7 yards, the pickup there.
At their 48-yard line.
Second down and 3.
A handoff, it's Eckler. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Getting out a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46. Play action. It's Herbert. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted.
Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cards are going to take possession here at their own 33.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's got some space here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
52 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. That catch good for only a couple.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Looking to throw again on second down. Murray forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And this is taken in at the 5. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Toss play to Balaj. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That makes things really difficult for their offense moving forward.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Murray now. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kalen Balaj. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this.
The kick is good.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. Buying time to his left. That'll be caught at Steven Sims. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
A give. Eckler running to the right. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
Herbert now. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And they'll get him down short of the 1st down, right on the 10-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now.
A 27-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, the fact you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
2nd and 8 coming up.
On the toss, here's Balaj. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. Now Brown, oh, he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Now Herbert following the turnover. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Jalen Thompson picks it. There he goes, left side. Past the 20. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Prater on to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
The score, Cardinals 31, Chargers 10.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. 84 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
He finds his man, complete. It's Flynn. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
At the 47-yard line.
Now it's Herbert.
He dumps it to Eckler underneath.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Herbert. Steps away to his left. And that's into the hands of Eckler. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now Herbert off the bootleg. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. One last throw here for Herbert. On the move to his left. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win in the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Just a formality now, but here's the extra point. So the PAT is good. They get the touchdown the point after, but of little consequence in the ending as this one's now over. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for Arizona, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the